Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome to today's video. Today we are back for part 3 of our stash busting series. If you live in America, you may have gotten a little winter weather. Today's stash busting is going to be snowstorm stash busting. I've been trapped in my house for the last 2 days, so we did some crafting. I didn't record all of it, but I am going to show you guys what I've been working on. I'm going to show you what we're going to be working on today. I'm excited to work on some stuff with you guys. I have a really cool project that I'm looking forward to hopefully finishing in this video, and we'll be doing some more stash busting. So with that, let's get into this video. The snow at the end of my driveway is literally taller than I am, and I'm pretty tall. Snow started Sunday, so all day Sunday I didn't record, but I did crochet a lot on Sunday. I did a lot of work on it in the first stash busting video. I've been working on my blanket. I'm about halfway done with the second cake. I've really slowed down on it after the first video, but let me show you what it's looking like. It doesn't look too different from the last time you guys saw it, but I want to show it to you anyways. This is how much of the cake I have left. I am almost done with the blue on it, so I'm feeling excited. Let me show you the blanket. All right, it's getting pretty big, but I'm really glad that I ended up doing the blue back to back with the blue. I feel like it's going to create a really cool transition, and then it's going to work back out into this green color, which I'm excited about. I do have 2 more cakes of this, and I definitely know I'm going to use at least 1 more, so I'll use 3 in total. I may use the 4th one, but this is taking a long time. This is exactly why I have not made a blanket before, because I knew it would take a long time, and I'm a very passion project kind of person, so I like to make something and then move on immediately, even if it's not done. This has been a really nice project to just be able to pick it up and work on it while I'm watching TV or just lounging around watching YouTube, whatever it may be. Kind of nice too, because it keeps my lap warm while I'm working on it, which is really nice, especially being as it's been so cold. I need to stay cozy, so this blanket has been really nice to work on over the past couple of days. This past weekend was the first time I picked it back up in about 2-ish weeks, so I haven't been working on it consistently, but I do hope to have this done before the end of winter. Hopefully I can have it done by like March, hopefully. I know we're like pushing spring at that point. I picked something that went well with my bedding, so I could use it hopefully year round. I do like to have a throw on my bed, so I really hope I can get this done by March though. I'd like to have it done for winter and be able to be cozy with it in the winter, but if it ends up being just a beautiful blanket for my bed, that's okay too. I know it'll get cold once we get back to the air conditioning days, so either way this blanket will be used once it's done. I'm really excited to finish it up. It's coming out really nice so far. And yeah, so that was the first thing that I've been working on during the snowstorm. That cake just went flying. It landed on the bed, thankfully, but there's a large string of yarn all over now. It's fine. Anywho. She's so cute. See, I definitely am a big fan. I'm happy with the bows on the side like this. I took a little poll on my Instagram for you guys. A lot of people really liked the bows on the side, so that is what I went with for this bag. I had actually a couple people comment and say that it really makes this on the strap blend really nicely with the rest of the bag, and it kind of gives corset vibes, which I really like. I am now in between 3 different buttons, so let me show them to you. So this is our bag, our super cute and adorable bag. For button number 1, we have this square. Okay, it matches the ribbon quite nicely, I'd say. It's pink, like the bag, which I think goes nice. It's square though. I don't know. That's option number 1. Option number 2 is this super cute pearly pink little button, which pretty much blends in with the bag other than the sheen, which is really nice. This is super minimal, super cute, not too distracting, but still keeps that fun pink theme, and I feel like this also matches the ribbon really well. Button option number 3 is super cute. This is a vintage button, and it is this little red heart, which I think is just so cute, and being, as I said in my last video, this bag is giving me major Valentine's Day vibes. I feel like this one would be super cute. This button also has a VS on it, which makes me think it's a Victoria's Secret button for some reason. The whole placement is a little weird, which irritates me a little bit, but I'm willing to get past it for the cuteness of the bag. These are my 3 button choices for the bag. I'm not too sure which one I'm gonna go with yet. I really do like the shiny one, and I also really like the heart. The square is probably my least favorite, I'll be honest, but I'm not opposed to using it. Let me know in the comments below which button you guys like best. Who knows what I'll end up picking. I do want to get this bag lined, so I think we're going to try to pick out a fabric for this. I'm going to save the grand reveal of this bag for my What I Made in January video, so you'll have to come back to see what button and liner I end up choosing. But I'm really excited with how this is turning out. I think it is so, so cute, and I'm definitely going to be making more bags of this style. I just love it. My goal for today is to give these 4 mushroom bases all little caps. I'm thinking 3 red and then 1 brown. The red is just by far the most popular, so that's what I'm thinking of doing today for these. The other thing that I want to do today is pretty cool. Oh, I think it's pretty cool. I crocheted this super cute little butterfly. It is quite small. I'm going to sew some white beads on it, and I attached these little jump rings in the corner. I got this really interesting little thing at the thrift store a bit ago, and I finally have an idea for it, so let me show you. This is said odd thing. 'Tis a jar. Okay, now hear me out. We're gonna sew some little white beads on this so it's more lifelike, but we put it on here. Oh my gosh, it's a butterfly. It's flying around in the jar. I'm a pretty big fan. Okay, now what I'm thinking here is we'll deck the butterfly out. I want to do some green, grassy, mossy vibes for the bottom, and I want to crochet a cute little mushroom or 2 to put in there. Maybe a little flower or something for the ground. I'm not too sure yet, but I'm definitely thinking at least a mushroom to stick up in there, have it be all cutesy. But I really like the way this looks. I think this is kind of fun. It kind of gives me Animal Crossing vibes. Like when you get a bug or a fish or any creature, you can put it down as like an object, which I think is very interesting. So this is kind of giving me the same vibe as an Animal Crossing item or an Animal Crossing critter when you put them down. This is definitely not what the butterfly looks like in Animal Crossing, but that's the kind of vibe it's giving me. So I really like it. I think it's cute. This is my only other thing that I want to do today. I'm going to clean this glass out really nice and good. We'll crochet a little green bit for the bottom, a mushroom, and we'll put it all together, and I think it's just going to be absolutely adorable. So with that, let's just get started working on this and the mushrooms, and we'll see where we get. But I also kind of want to pick out a liner. Oh my gosh, this is the issue here. Here's my problem. Now I have 3 separate tasks that I want to do all at once. My brain can't decide which one to do first. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a wheel. We're gonna do a wheel because I can't decide which one of these things I want to do first. Spinny wheel. We've got our 3 things, so let's give it a go. What shall we work on? What shall we work on? Butterfly jar it is. Oh. That says line the bag though. Alright, I guess we'll pick out a liner. I guess we'll pick out a liner first. That's what the spinning wheel says. That's what we gotta do. So let's pick out a liner for this bag. Even if we don't line it right now, it'll be nice to have it picked out and ready to go. Let me take a peek through my fabric stash, pull out some options, and then I'll be back to show you guys our choices. Okay, I've got 2 fabric choices. I'm gonna show them to you guys, but I'm not gonna tell you which one I picked because I feel like it's A, pretty obvious, and B, I told you you'd have to come back to the What I Made in January video to see the finished bag, so I'm holding you to that. I know I said all pink or cream, and neither of these are all pink or cream. This one is very like romantic. It's giving vintage beauty, like almost curtains, which I kind of love. And this one is giving fun, spring, light, love. Here's the light one with the bag. The pink is definitely a different color pink, and I would be very, very close to not having enough fabric if I were to use this one. Here's our other fabric. Again, I said that I wasn't sure it could be anything other than pink or cream, but I really just, I don't know. This fabric matches really well. That's all I have to say. I'm not really in the mood to cut, iron, and sew right now, so I'm just going to put both these fabrics into the bag. I will decide at a later date which one to use for our bag. If you want to see the finished project, you should subscribe and ring the notification bell. I'll be uploading my What I Made in January video next Wednesday, so in that video we'll be going through everything I made in the month of January, and this bag will definitely be lined and featured in this video, as it's one of the bigger things that I made this month. So come back next week and check out that video if you want to see the finished product. I'm really looking forward to getting it done. It's going to be so, so beautiful. My next order of business is I really want to work on our little butterfly jar. So I'm going to pull out some green, I'm going to pull out some white and red, and maybe we'll see what I have lying around for flowers. I do have like flower shaped buttons. I think I have a couple puff flowers already worked up. So let me get the stuff together for that, and then we're going to work on our butterfly jar because I'm just so excited about this project. So for our little butterfly jar, I'm going to start by crocheting a little green circle for this base portion here. For that, I'm going to be using 2 strands of yarn held together. I'll be using this super light green as well as this fuzzy dark green, and I think this is going to create a super cool textured bottom and give us a really interesting look. And then I'm going to be using this little bit of white and this red to make a cute little mushroom for inside of there, and then we will more than likely just hot glue everything together because, like I said, I'm not planning on selling this. So yeah, with that, let's get started on crocheting our cute little mushroom and our grass. So I've got a little tube kind of thing for my base here. I'm going to see how tall this is looking, because I don't want it to be too tall comparatively. I want the mushroom to land just about beneath the butterfly, so I think we're at a good stopping point from the base of the mushroom. So I'm just gonna snip my end, weave it in really quick, put a little bit of yarn in here to stuff it, and then we will make the cap. This is just super adorable. I'm going to hit it with 1 row of single crochet around the outside just to give it a little bit more of a domey look, and then we will put some little white bits on. Alright, the cap is a little bit big for the stem. I'll build it up a little bit with some hot glue. Let's check the height of everything here though. This butterfly is so teeny tiny, and this mushroom is the perfect size to complement it. For the little dots on this mushroom, I'm going to just use some white puff paint after we get it glued onto the base. I think that'll be a kind of cool different texture, and it'll be nice and easy too. Now I'm going to work up the green really quick. This is probably going to be the most challenging part, just getting it to the right diameter for the circle, but I don't think it'll be too hard. So we'll work that up and then we will put everything together. This eyelash yarn is an absolute menace to work with, so I just hope this looks good when we're all done. This is quite fuzzy. There's a lot of hair on the one side. I think I'm definitely going to have to trim the one side down, but this really kind of looks like grass, so not a bad thing. This side is looking how I want it to. It's fuzzy. You can see the light green coming through. This other side is looking like a hairball. I'd say this is about 2/3 of the size that I need it to be, so I'm going to do a couple more rows really quick, trim it up, and then I will come back and we'll put everything together. Okay, so this is the side that I thought I was going to use, the side that had more of the light green showing through, but I went through and I trimmed the underside and it is just this fuzzy little grass patch. So we're actually going to put this side up so it's super fuzzy and grassy. So for putting this together, I was kind of thinking of like sliding this over and then putting it down. So I guess let's just try it. Oh yeah. Okay, it's still just a smidgen too far. How about right there? Oh. Look at how cute that is. Oh, it's adorable. Okay, let me take out the hot glue gun. I used the top half of the cup to catch on my fur while I was trimming it. I'm gonna clean this out so it's not dusty or filled with grass clippings anymore. While I am cleaning that out, I'm gonna let the hot glue gun heat up and then we will put everything all together and have a super cute little trinket. I'm gonna start by gluing the beads to the butterfly just because I feel like that is something that I want to make sure is dry before I go to touch it again. So I'll start with that, then we'll glue this down, then we'll put our mushroom on and put our butterfly on, and then we'll put our little dots on and seal it up and it'll be a cute little trinket. You know, I'm actually not too sure how I'm gonna do this here. Oh my gosh, no, this is not gonna work the way that I want it to. And that's literally already dry. Maybe I should just sew them on like I said I was going to. I said I was gonna sew them on. I should probably just sew them on, but I'm also lazy. The worst part about working with hot glue is how much it strings all over the place. You know what would make this so much easier? Tweezers. Why do I always think of the good things after? I'm only one wing down and I've got a lot more to go. So let me grab some tweezers. Alright, this is the first side of our butterfly. I'm going to do the beads on the other side. That was a major pain in the butt. I don't know if it's worth it. I think it looks really cute from a distance. Up close, it looks pretty atrocious, but this is meant to sit on the shelf. So, we're gonna go with it's great, and let's move on to the rest of this. Gonna need to put a new glue stick in there. All right, let's just, whoop. I don't think you guys can really see it, but there are so many hot glue strings everywhere. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is just looking so freaking cute. I'm gonna pull some little flower shaped buttons out of here. I'm thinking these little pink ones, maybe a little orange one, maybe a yellow one, we'll see. I'm just gonna pull a couple out, we'll lay them out on there and glue them down. Put our little spots in the mushroom, and then this project will be all done. I can't. This is just too freaking cute. Alright, let's get these little spots on this mushroom, and then we will put the lid on. I thought the puff paint would be really fun for this because once it dries, it'll have a nice texture to it, which is really cool. I could have done beads like I did for the butterfly, but I'm pretty happy with my choice at the moment. And with that, I think we should put the lid on there. Oh my gosh, it's just so cute. I'm really loving the way all these projects are coming out. As I said in my last video, this stash busting has just been so much fun and I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm super excited to see what else we're gonna make throughout this winter using our stash. I am planning to do this all year long, but this winter I am really trying to build up my stock so I don't have to work so hard throughout the spring and summer while I'm doing markets and selling stuff. So I'm feeling really good. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break and we will come back in a little bit and make those mushroom caps. Okay, so I've taken my little breaky break. We're gonna crochet a little bit together and do some mushroom caps. I did not realize earlier what I realize now, and that is the camera is about to die. So I'm going to crochet up some mushroom caps and plug the battery in while I do so. I will be sure to come back and show you guys the finished products when I'm all done. Okay, so this mushroom cap just needs some little white spots and it'll be all done. I've got 2 of them done at this point, but I'm going to stop and make some dinner, and I think that's where I'm going to end this video for you guys. I do still have 2 more mushroom bases to finish off. I'll probably finish them this evening. You'll have to come check out my What I Made in January video to see all these products finished. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I love seeing when you guys like this stuff. And if you stayed till the end of the video, leave this emoji in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and if you don't want to miss any videos from me in the future, you should subscribe. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!